high school education is very important for the intellectual development of students and in the shaping of career paths. However, there are many factors that contribute to how high school education is perceived by students, educators, parents, and concerned stakeholders in the education sector. It is important to perform a comparison between different education systems to understand how the very important developmental stage of how high school education is important. Generally, high school is of significance as it helps improve an individual's skills to include time management, communication skills, critical thinking, study habits, and the interpersonal skills. This presentation will focus on the documentary 2 minutes 2008 and related to the topic of high school shaping the world. The American study environment seems very relaxed, allowing the children to perform activities other than the academic activities. The environment in America allows the children to have much more of enjoyment rather than struggle their way studying for 24 hours a day. Extracurricular activities is given a significant amount of attention to provide the students with a range of choices to choose from to define their futures. 90% of middle school children are taught science by teachers with little or no training in the subject. One-child policy in China also motivates parents to invest significantly in their children, helps them to even in their children's interests as well. The result of the one-child policy, parents are able to invest more on their children's education to provide them with quality. The policy ensures that the children have optimum access to national, community, and household resources to attain their goals and reach their potential. In China, much has been invested in math and science with contests to help the children develop a passion toward the subject. Chinese system is more rigid, giving a stricter pathway for children to follow for purposes of economic outlook, among other reasons. India's system is more rigid, giving a stricter pathway for children to follow for purposes of economic outlook, among other reasons. Parental engagement in India makes it possible for children to develop their learning abilities. The tutorship in the Sybilus India High School education is objective with the main objective to get to graduate and get a better degree program and a better job in the future. This makes it very complicated than the American context. Chinese students spend more time studying compared to their American counterparts. Chinese students spend 583 and 200 minutes, 422,400 minutes spent in India for students to complete their high school, and the USA uses the least amount of time to study, 302,400 minutes. The average US student spends about 900 hours in the classroom and 1,500 hours in front of the TV each year. 66% of college-bound high school seniors have no more than 1 hour of homework per night and none on weekends. Students in the US tend to spend more time at work, a factor that needs to be considered when highlighting the gulf in quality and the characteristics of high school education in the three countries. The students in India have much more of their time cooped up in their studies compared to the American context, where the learners spend much time outside, justified by the ability of a 17 years old to be in possession of a driving license. Science in the 50s attracted more interest among students in the United States, especially with the moon trip, which attracted many students to study science. In 2003, China sent its first man to the moon, drawing more attention to the study of science among China's student population. America has a high number of co-curricular activity that gets everyone involved by pursuing their interests and not being packed by the economic conditions to pursue a specific goal. Out of the 29 developed countries in the world, the United States places 24th in mathematics, with Finland ranked first. In the past decade, India has funded more high-tech companies in the US than immigrants from Britain, China, Taiwan, and Japan combined. A majority of the engineering PhD degrees awarded annually in the US are earned by foreign nationals. The video has used techniques such as flashbacks to influence the viewer's understanding of the former position of the US in science. A contrast of the two videos of the rocket to moon shows how fast China has overtaken the US in matters. Additionally, including professionals and students from the three countries has provided an unbiased perspective on science. The documentary has been informative in addressing the shift. Children in the United States have a great challenge of getting to motivate themselves. Economic optimism is a main motivation. The rate of poverty in India is relatively higher, and therefore learners are motivated to work towards being engineers to earn better wages that would get them out of poverty. Chinese economy creates more opportunities for learners, motivating people to learn and become better people. It is not the case in the United States. Sports is less appreciated in India, thus leaving the students with the sole option of pursuing their education. Family structure wants the children to always stay focused on the academic course. Potential is a major difference in the US environment, allowing students to follow their interests to the latter.